It's so good to be back, dude. It really is. I've been missing. It's been 2 weeks of. I don't know if I still know how to do this. It's been
I,
2 weeks.
I don't know, just because of all the pain stuff I'm on right now.
Just so you guys know, Neil broke his arm. So
Yeah, I shattered my elbow is basically the best way to say it. And I literally am in a cast. I can't really even move it to show you
I
guys.
heard that you did this while saving orphans from a burning orphanage. Is that how you did it?
I wish. I wish. No, I was just during the trying to help with all the cleanup, and then I
Yeah, he was
slipped
going down
and
the
fell.
stairs in his front
Yes,
yard.
I was going down the stairs. I've gone down 100 times and just freaking fell and cracked it right on the pavement.
Oh
It's
man,
like, yay! That's what happens when you're like 6 foot and like 260, man.
did they give
Your
you
own weight breaks your bones when you
did they
slam
what kind
into
of
the
paint stuff did
pavement.
they give you?
Huh?
What kind of paint stuff did they give
Oh,
you?
nothing,
Oh,
whatsoever. They
they
just
just
said take aspirin,
oh yeah, that's right.
ibuprofen for the
That's what
swelling,
they tell you. Yeah, yeah. That says they don't like
and
do
that's
anything.
it.
Like
But I live in Oklahoma, folks, and guess what? In Oklahoma, everything's awesome.
everything is cool in your private team. So I am drinking beer because I thought you would be drinking beer, and so I got ready, and I was
No, I
thinking,
will not be drinking for a little while. I am 100%, and it's not because drinking had anything to do with the accident. It's just the
it's
fact
not good
that
for healing something,
yeah,
right? Like it's
yeah,
not good
I'm
for
trying to
healing.
heal something. I don't want to. I'm trying to. Literally, I'm on like vitamins and pop. I've drinking probably like 2 gallons of milk already. Like I've been, and the accident happened like just 5 days ago. Like I've been just anything I can that has B, D, or K2 in it.
Calcium
Like,
and stuff like that.
oh yeah, everything just so I can heal up like Superman.
Yeah, I got you, man. So it's gonna be a big challenge for the next 4 weeks, but we'll get it done, man. We'll be good.
No, we won't. No, we won't. We're all gonna die. Everything's gonna happen for a reason.
Can you stop being such a nihilist, dude?
And dude, and seriously, if you think about it, every movie from here on out is gonna bomb at the Cinemax.
I don't think Indiana Jones will.
You don't think Indiana Jones will bomb?
No, I don't think Indiana Jones. Dead Reckoning might, but we're seeing that still. Barbie's definitely not going to bomb because it's gotten a new wife on TikTok. I don't know how Oppenheimer's going to do, but I can't wait for it. I can't wait. But the movie that I'm scared about having to see in theaters is Killers of the Flower Moon because that shit is 3.5 hours long.
Yeah, fuck you.
What? I want to see it though. I'm going to see it.
All right, so I guess we should do an intro or whatever.
Do you want me to try to do it?
No, man, I got it. Give me a second. I can do this. I can do this in my fucking sleep, Chris. I don't know why you're even fucking doubting me. Now, because of that, just play the goddamn music.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners of all ages, welcome to a new episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some That Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today we will be reviewing 2 movies. Yes, count them 2, not 1, but 2 movies that are out there for your viewing pleasure. Usually we'd be doing this a couple weeks earlier, but so I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I was on vacation. And while I was on vacation, 100-mile-an-hour winds came through and destroyed half my city. It sucks. A lot of people are. I think they now all have power a week later, but it's like, man, it like there's trees down everywhere. Everything was crazy. Then as soon as I get home, I'm starting to help clean up with people, and I fall down and shatter my elbow. So you're listening to a very highly medicated one-armed man and Chris.
Yeah, I'm not medicated.
It was slamming some shiners, so maybe he'll be medicated pretty.
I kind of wanted to be there. I was really looking forward to just like sort of just Yeah, but here we are. I'm not slamming Shiner.
Don't worry, man. Yay! But so today, guys, the two movies that we are reviewing is first Extraction 2 from Netflix, featuring the one, the only, the Thor of God, the god of lightning himself, Thor, Chris Hemsworth.
You show me the kids, all right? I tell my people they pay you. Do you understand? Freak fuck, come here. Hey. Listen, you boys seem like real busy professionals, so let's say we cut this shit and we get down to business, yeah?
So that's Tyler Rake from the first one. The reason why I picked that one instead of like a long soliloquy is that whenever we can, we always try to choose the character they played before if it's a sequel. And so that's about as much what he says in the first one.
But you know what? We're going to talk about that here in a little bit because, man, that I got a complete conclusion on on that part.
Okay.
Then
do you want me to say this?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're definitely saying that one.
So,
I am too medicated to try and say that word, bro.
Okay, so this is Golfisha Farahani.
We landed the whale.
Oh yeah?
Extraction. Indian kid. Drug lord's son. Rival gangsters holding this kid in Dhaka.
Hey, Gaspar lives in Dhaka.
Gasper's out of the game. Clock's running at 16 hours, deadline Friday noon. Proof of life as of 6 hours ago.
Yeah, I'll take it.
That's also from Extraction 1. She plays Nick Khan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, all right, if you use Extraction for all these clips, I'm going to kill you. No, especially after I say the next two names. There's only should be two freaking people you should have grabbed from these two.
Yeah.
All right. First, the one, the only, Idris Elba.
I stand here right now as a changed, humble man. I've been in a prison correctional system for 5 years now, and that is exactly what I am. Corrected, rehabilitated. I just want you to give me a chance. I won't let you down. Thank you for your time.
That's Idris Elba from No Good Deed, 2014's
No Good Deed. Yeah. I know exactly what that is. That's awesome. That's amazing. Exactly.
Yeah.
And the other one, I actually, on accident, watched the first movie I ever saw her in yesterday.
Hey, man.
Yeah, like it like autoplay because I'm literally sitting in a made up, like pretty much hospital bed in my living room in the last couple days, and it just movies are auto playing, and Hitman auto played by Ogla
Kurylenko.
Thank you.
When I was a little girl, I used to have a hideout just like this, a place where no one could find me. I'd go there when I wanted to be alone, when I felt a little sad because my mommy was so sick. Just like your mommy.
Listen, I talk to you. Don't take mommy away.
Well, Grandpa is right to be worried. We're all worried.
Did your mommy have to go away?
Yes. She had to go into the hospital.
It's from Mara, which is one of those sad horror films.
Oh yeah, no, I know exactly the movie. I ever since I saw her in Hitman, I followed her career. Like I loved her.
I want to mention I would have picked Adam Bessa and Torniki Gorichiani, but they're all the other two main co-stars of the movie.
Yeah.
But their fucking movies are all in different languages.
Oh yeah,
so.
I get that. It happens all the time, man. I tell you this. Isn't it a path like not that like doing it a couple times? Isn't it a path to like kind of that man? You're like you're really hoping for this clip, like this one that you remember from the actor, and it's like, and you're like, oh, that just doesn't exist, I guess.
And there's also one scene for Adam Bessa. He plays Jaz Khan. That would give away the whole fucking thing. I'm like, no way am I? No way.
I'm not giving away that. No way. But anyway,
no What? No way.
No way.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Okay.
But that's the staff from Extraction 2. We'll be talking about that first. And then the second movie we are going to be discussing this week is the one that everybody wants to hear me talk about. Obviously. Because, I mean, my whole life was pretty much influenced by 1989 Batman, if anything.
Yeah, are we going to talk about like how poorly it's done at the box office?
Oh, well, yeah, we'll go in a deep dig about that if you want.
Okay.
But definitely the movie The Flash. First, I think number one reason why it did poorly at the box office, Mr. Ezra Miller.
Are you? I'm so sorry I'm so late. I didn't mean to be so late. I'm me and I'm here and I'm so sorry I'm late. Essentially, the bus didn't come, then the bus did come, but then there was this old woman counting change for the fare, like nickel, penny. Like, geez, Louise, let this woman on the bus. She's 107 years old. These are some of her last few moments of life.
Resume.
Yeah, from the Justice League.
Yep.
The Snyder Cut, yeah.
Michael Shannon is in this film as well.
Look at this. We could have built a new Krypton in this squalor, but you chose the humans over us. I exist only to protect Krypton. That is the sole purpose for which I was born. And every action I take, no matter how violent or how cruel, is for the greater good of my people. And now, I have no people.
Oh.
My soul. That is what you have taken from me.
Yeah, that's a good flip. I thought I fully good one.
Yeah. That's the movie he hates about. Yep.
It's from The Man of Steel. So
I know exactly what it no, it's like no look, reading all this stuff about him, like he's like, there's a reason I didn't want to do superhero movies. Like he always bitches about superhero movies all the time.
I love Michael Shannon though. He's such a good
You
actor.
can act in them and then like bitch about them, right?
I mean, I probably bought his house, probably. That's one.
But all right, and then also in this movie playing Kara Zor-El, Sasha Calle.
Sorry that took so long. I couldn't find cilantro. What you looking at?
Your social media page.
Are you stalking me?
I'm just trying to find this mystery man of yours. If you two are as hot and heavy as I think you are, you had to have posted a photo of him.
I'm gonna drop this.
Come on, Mom. I just want to see what he looks like. Is he tall, handsome? Is he super dreamy? Does he have dark eyes and brown hair? Or is he blonde and blue eyes?
You know what? I'm not doing this.
Or maybe he looks exactly like Dad.
It's from the Young and the Restless. You have no idea how many clips I
No, I'm looking at her. I was looking at her as soon as she popped that up because I didn't really deep dive too much. Again, people, I've been sleeping like dude, I slept like 14 hours straight the other day. You know why I sleep 14 hours straight? Like after I've been at a rock concert for like a weekend.
Oh,
not randomly on a Tuesday. You know,
you can sleep most of the time.
Anyway, yeah, I was like, man, where the heck are you getting that from? Young and the Restless, man.
Yeah, I had good. There's so many clips of her character, and that's the one that I think was easier enough where she talked long enough that I could say, "Oh, it's the kid telling their mom." So,
dude. All right, and then also in this movie, the one, the only, the man who has never made a bad movie in his entire career, no matter what movie it is. Even if he was in it for 5 minutes, it was a golden movie after he popped into it. The one, the only, Michael fucking Keaton.
Let me tell you about this guy I know, Jack. Mean kid, bad seed, hurt people. I like him already. You know, the problem was he got sloppy. You know, crazy.
He started to lose it.
He had a head full of bad wiring, I guess. Couldn't keep it straight up here. He was the kind of guy who couldn't hear the train till it was 2 feet from him. You know what happened to this guy, Jack? Well, made mistakes. And then he had to...
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Had to pick that clip. You knew I'd pick.
Oh
that
my
clip, right?
God! I hope to God you picked that fucking clip. If you did not pick that clip, I would have been pissed. Unless it was a Mr. Mom clip, and then I would have forgiven you.
What about multiplicity? Where
Oh, multiplicity! When he's talking to himself or yelling at himself, and then in all the different tones.
I like pizza. I like it. Yeah.
So the second movie we'll be talking about is The Flash. We're already like 30 minutes in, and we're not even near to talking about anything. So Chris, tell everybody where we've been at.
You can find us on movies.don't-suck.net. We're at w2mnet.com. That's w2mnet.com. You can find us there along with a bunch of other cool podcasts and other stuff and articles, all kinds of cool stuff. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/movies-don't-suck-podcast, or Twitter, MTS Podcast, on Instagram, MTS Podcast. If you guys want to become a patron, go to patreon.com/movies-don't-suck. Become a patron. Give us $3 or, $1,000. We'll take that, right?
$1 million.
$1 million.
We'll take $1
Also,
million.
Go to Bonfire Comics, Movies Don't Suck, and Sunday Duty. You'll find shirts with our name on, all kinds of other cool stuff. And if you guys want to send some old-fashioned emails, info@moviesdon'tsuck.net or moviesdon'tsuckpodcast@gmail.com. And where you find podcasts, you can find Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do. We're also on YouTube and Twitch and stuff, so find us there easy.
Your face is on YouTube.
Who we talking today?
Well, Chris, while I was in Chicago, we did make a bar our own. We made a bar downtown called the Web Pub Bucktown. In fact, I'm wearing their hat, if you can kind of see it.
I can kind of tell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Web Pub Bucktown was a bar that was created in 1947. Literally, it was Web Pub started laying its roots in 1947 with the name Club Gardena. The magical pub set the bar high for us, and they do not disappoint. In 2019, Mark and Arrow Burke passed on the torch to them, and they now continue to focus on the community, neighbors, and family. Stop by for a pint and ever-changing beer list of craft cocktails. Now, dude, all right, how do I say this? Okay. We're downtown. This is a random corner in a village area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's really there's not even a McDonald's or a gas station.
Yeah.
It's all, if you see it's all houses like that, like flats like that.
I see it.
All around. And this place was just like a cool little dive bar. And it's been there since, here's a picture from 1947 that I took off of the wall.
Ooh, look at all those mobsters in there.
Yeah, dude. No, they were actually, well, they could have been, yeah, because it was labor action. It was labor people. Yeah, and then there are other pictures on the wall and like
some titties right there. Yeah,
titties. I mean, that's Chris. Chris was a good. He's like, my name's Chris. I was like, my buddy's name's Chris.
Yeah, that's not me, guys. That's just
it's not you though. It's not you, Chris. But yeah, we sat there, we hung out. Literally, Web Pub. It is one of the best bars I've ever been to. Nice people, and they helped us out a lot. We were in between some situations from the storms coming, and we kind of went there and kind of made that our second place while we were in between Airbnbs. We just sat there at the bar.
Did you have a chance to go to the second sitting?
My friend did, and he performed there.
Oh, nice.
But I could not, because at that point I needed to sleep for like 6 hours.
Oh, gotcha.
Because it was just a nonstop. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. Let's go do this. I mean, we did everything.
I need a fucking nap.
I was like, dude, I got a nap. But anybody, Web Pub Bucktown. You can find them at facebook.com/Web Pub Bucktown, or you can go to the website at webpubbucktown.com. It's in Bucktown down in Chicago, 2026 West Webster Avenue. Seriously, if you go there, tell them Neil sent you from Oklahoma. They'll know who he is because I talked their ears off. I was like,
but they're like, all right, we get it.
yeah, they're like, oh, like it got to the point where we're the Oklahomies.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah. So like every time we showed up, it'd be like the Oklahomies,
and you responded with,
I will fuck you
right in their pee hole.
Yeah. You want to talk movies, dude?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, let's talking Extraction 2. Finally, directed by Sam Hargrave. You guys know what he directed? Also, Extraction 1. Big surprise. And he did the stunts for Atomic Blonde, Avengers Endgame, Civil War. It's weird. It's like they're doing every John Wick thing. They'll take the stunt guy and make him a director. You know. This is written by Joe Russo.
Hey. Deadpool did it.
Directed by. Yeah, written by Joe Russo and Anthony Russo. The Russo brothers did this. You know what else they directed? Those guys directed Avengers Endgame. You know, some of probably your favorite Marvel movies, right?
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Anthony, also Andre Parks wrote it. This stars the incredibly sexy Chris Hemsworth.
You show me the kids, all right? I tell my people they pay you. Do you understand?
He plays Tyler Rake. Playing Nick Khan is Goldshifteth Farahani.
We landed the whale.
Also, this stars Adam Bessett as Jaz Khan, Toniki Gorgiani as Rab Radiani, a bunch of other names I can't pronounce. Also, this also has Idris Elba in it. I don't like his name.
I stand here right now as a...
Yeah, and also Olga Kurylenko plays Tyler Rake's ex-wife.
When I was a little girl, I used to have a hideout just like this.
Do you have a? You want to read the storyline for this one, pal?
I mean, it's so in detailed.
Yeah.
This is a big one. I can't help it. I can't believe this is my comeback one. All right. After barely surviving his grievous wounds from his mission in Dhaka, Bangladesh, Tyler Rake is back and his team is ready to take on their next mission.
So, real quick, have you read the comic books for this yet?
Are there comic books for this?
Yeah, this is a comic book movie.
I did not know that.
So
now I'm extra intrigued, and I did not know this. And you just made the comic book guy look like a dick on national television.
I thought
that's
maybe,
all right.
Yeah.
It's
So
all right.
I want to mention that this movie. People ask me how to describe this movie. I say it's Black Ops John Wick. That's how I call it.
You know what? Best way. I would not lie or disagree with that one bit. That 100% makes sense. Yeah.
Are you okay. All right. So
I'm sorry, I'm trying to look for this comic now that you did something. All right, anyway. 100% I agree with you. Literally this movie is Chris Hemsworth as John Wick in a Black Ops thing, except for they actually show you the time it takes him to heal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But again, like he healed pretty fucking quickly because if you guys remember the beginning of the first Extraction, he's basically dead.
Dude, he's like dead.
Yeah.
He got shot in the neck and thrown overboard.
I mean, traumatic brain injury everywhere. But
yeah,
no,
he died.
Yeah, this one it should obviously I'm going to give away. He's in it. It's a sequel, not a prequel, and he takes him 6 months to heal, and he's going back to do what he has to do.
Being a badass, with one of the best prison fight scenes.
Dude.
Have you ever seen?
Dude.
Like, there's a fight sequence that it was pretty much from the escape from this one location to where's that? Boom. I know I put it somewhere. There it is. Bam. Oh man, you can't even see it. Dang it.
Yeah.
But it's a train. But anyway,
thanks, dude.
Here we go. Maybe the prison will look better. Man, you can't see the prison either.
I know we're too big. But yeah,
anyway.
Yeah, there's a prison scene and a long shot there. Pretty fucking incredible.
There's a train scene that's
Yeah.
insane. There's a building scene that's insane. I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys.
So-
This is literally this is a Chris Hemsworth, literally John Wick.
Yeah, 'cause, like, you know, very, very bare bones story. And you got a crazy bad guy. You got some emotional moments, but mostly it's just like you're just watching him fight people, kill people, and all that. And it's fantastic
I
entertainment.
seriously think there's like 25 minutes in a row
Oh.
where I don't think I heard more than ah, oh,
Pow.
ah. Like that's it. It's like I don't think anybody said any other words except for them getting stabbed, punched, or
Shot.
like, yeah, they could have added some one-liners in there. Come on.
Yeah, I
Give
mean,
us some one-liners.
Yeah, I'm sure Chris Hemsworth could deliver some one-liners like, "Oh, I bet that hurt," or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
or like, did you feel my hammer? Or,
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know if you can say that. But
yeah, you don't want to cross over two franchises, right?
yeah, you don't want to cross over Netflix and Disney.
Oh man,
I know, especially after Disney Plus is going to take over the entire world.
I cannot stand it. But other than that, this is a very entertaining film. Very entertaining. I was not like, and you know, they tried to give a little bit more body to the character of Tyler Rake, but I don't think we needed it. I get it, like, you know.
I know he had this very touching scene where he talked for I think 3 minutes.
Oh, I know.
I don't know why they went that deep into his character.
I was like, we don't
But I
really
think
need it.
there's was there only like one scene where he talked for like 5 minutes straight?
Yeah, he's talking
And
to
it
his
was like,
ex-wife.
with a little kid. There's once when he talked to a little kid, and then once that he talked to his old
Yes.
or whatever.
Yes.
And it's just like, yeah, I had a son.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, just like,
I'm
yeah, man.
sorry that
But-
happened to you.
One of the things I love about these type of movies is we get to see the different locations. Which you want an action movie, you want
Okay,
the
yeah,
Golden Child.
okay. The locations are great. The cinematography is great. The action's great. Let's just give a little more. And Chris Hemsworth can act, man. I've seen it. I've seen Bad Times at El Royale.
Oh,
I've
dude.
seen it. You know, I see him play an idiot on freaking and save female Ghostbusters. I've seen him. You know, like he can save the screen, man. But I just feel like they needed to give him a couple more words. Just, I'm not saying a lot. I'm not saying, you know, give him a 20-minute dialogue speech.
But you want a little bit. You want to be able to basically think about Tyler Rake and smile, basically, right?
Dude, yeah. Like, all right, man. I nothing against it. I get it. It's supposed to be an action movie and it's awesome and stuff like that. But literally, there's a sequence for like half the fucking movie where nobody says anything
So,
except for
so I think you're thinking that you want a little bit of levity, something
a
a
little bit,
yeah.
not much. Add like 5 minutes. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you want to be able to laugh and not laugh at someone how funny someone's head got blown off. You want like actual,
Yeah.
You want a joke because the times I watched it, I was like, "Fuck, that's amazingly badass." Or
But it was a really good movie by any means.
It was fun, yes.
It won't win any Oscars, but it is definitely one of those movies that we just
I'll watch 20 more movies like this. Honestly, give me Extraction 3. I'll watch it.
already in the works.
Yeah.
Actually, so it was one of the trivias I didn't add on there, but as of June 2nd, they already
Extraction 3 is in
greenlit.
development.
They already
Okay.
greenlit Extraction 3. Chris, so you know, usually we do quotes and stuff like that. That's not going to happen for a while.
No, sorry, it's me.
Because
Short.
there's my hand can't
You know,
right.
his one hand can only do so much. You know?
One hand can only do so much, and I
Because
can't.
Neil
hold the
can't use his
soda
other hand to hold down the
and-
paper. Yeah.
No, I can't really. I can't because it like where I'm located, like how
Yeah.
my body's located. I'd have to literally have a whole thing.
You'd have to hunch like go sideways and all that shit.
Yeah,
And no,
it'd
you're
have
not
to
gonna do that.
weird.
You're not gonna
Like
do
that.
that
I'd
one.
have to do some weird setup for like 2 hours in a movie
Yeah.
theater.
And
Anyway.
Neil's also gonna have to figure out how to do movie theaters because it's just yeah, it's gonna.
It's gonna be great.
I don't envy you, man. I really don't. So
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
by the way,
gonna be great.
real quick, I know it's 100 degrees here and there.
Yeah.
How is that room handling that heat?
Oh, this room that I'm in right now.
Oh yeah, it handles it fine, right?
Yeah, I literally I knew this was coming, so I actually this morning when it was dark out, because I up during the nighttime, as you know.
Sure, yeah, you've been Mr. Night Owl over here.
Yeah. And this has not helped that has not helped this at all.
How's
I'm
work?
very
How's work?
nocturnal now.
Is work okay with you? Like not being there?
Dude, I had my house down at like 65 degrees.
Oh yeah.
By time before it even came. Before it came, and then when it came, 70. I think I had it like at 69, 70. But I have a red brick house.
Oh yeah.
And as soon as you cool it, it'll stay cold.
Yeah.
Like the temperature inside my house when the power was out did not, even though it was 100 plus, did not get above 85.
That's still pretty hot.
It's pretty hot. But
yeah. Insulation was good. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. We just got a new roof and installation and all that. Remember?
So how's work? How's
I
work
want a beer
handling?
much. Huh?
How's work going? Like, I know
Wait a
that.
minute, dude, we're not done with the movie we're talking
Fine.
about.
So no
You're
quotes.
Drunk and going off in
No quotes.
subjects. All right, Chris, what was your rating on Extraction 2?
It's like a 4.1. I was really
4.1?
really entertained. Like I really have no complaints about it. Again, it's not like a movie that moves me emotionally, but I wanted just to.
You can watch it again tomorrow. You can watch it again right now.
I'd be like, yeah. If someone says you want to watch Extraction, I'm like, fuck yeah, I do. So yeah,
I'm gonna go a little bit lower than you, and I'm gonna go 3.9. And again, it's only because you have Chris Hemsworth right there, bro. You have Chris Hemsworth right there.
Him.
And I mean, the best scene, besides all the badass action, was him and Idris Elba. So that was great to have
just see them talk.
Thor and Hemsdale back together again. Good. But where they're not like, demons and dragons are following, like where they're having a human conversation. I could have used a little bit more of that. I could have used a little bit more of that. But besides that, great freaking movie.
All right, man. I'm on RottenTomatoes.com.
No, you're not.
What is the audience score for Extraction 2?
Audience score for Extraction 2 is going to have to be somewhere around the vicinity. It has to be 88%.
You're really close. 87%.
Gosh,
really
I'm only one off.
Yeah, I know.
Sooner or later, I'll get one on.
Audience says the story's a little deeper than the first one, but more importantly, Extraction 2 is absolutely packed with action. All right. What is the critic score for Extraction 2?
Man, 91%.
Certified Fresh was 79%.
Oh, only 79? Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, critics' consensus is bigger, bolder, and in some respects even better than its predecessor. Extraction 2 is an over-the-top action thriller done right. And I'm gonna go ahead and read a good review and a bad review. All right?
Yeah, go for it.
So a good review, but from Randy Myers at San Jose Mercury News. What counts in an action film is the action. The former stuntman turned director Sam Hargrave more than delivers on that promise. And here's a bad review by Eric Bolaski at the Chicago Reader. He says, it's better than having a tooth pulled, but not by much. Whatever. You and I like this movie. We thought it was a bloody good time. So that's
I thought it was a really good time, to be honest. I highly suggest this to anybody that just wants to sit down, watch a freaking nice little action movie, and have a good old time.
Yeah, man. I really like. I don't know. I guess there's some people that they go into this thinking they're gonna get like a moving experience. When you go into an Extraction movie, you just you know what you're getting into, right?
I really think you know what you're getting into.
So, fuck bro. Asking Chicago Reader.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna see Chris Hemsworth like in a movie called Extraction, I think you pretty much know exactly the movie you're walking into, right?
I still think about him in Bad Times at El Royale, like how just dancing around being sexy. It was stupid. It was stupidly
Oh,
like.
dude.
I was
Dude,
like,
he's amazing.
it's like, am I heterosexual? After seeing that, I'm like, I don't know.
Dude, there's many times. Yes, I totally understand.
Yeah. All right, that's Extraction 2. Do you want to get to the news?
Let's get to the news
right.
because I have a bunch of
Oh
it.
yeah, it's been 2 weeks, so.
This is the movies that don't suck and something in the news. So I'm gonna read Chris a bunch of stuff. He's gonna act like he hasn't heard it, even though I've been away for so long.
Yeah, I've been reading about my brushing skills, and I know some of this already, but I'm looking forward to talking about it. So I have a lot to say, I think.
All right, let's talk about the first thing. One of my favorite B horror movie actors remains were found just this past week.
Julian Sands, right?
On the 27th, Julian Sands, who at the age of 65, he went out climbing or hiking, and they don't know exactly what happened yet, but he passed away. If you don't know him, he was in hits like Leaving Las Vegas, the Browning version, Loss of Sexual Inheritance, Time Code Hotel, Suspension of Disbelief.
If you look him up and look at his face, you'll recognize him.
Yeah. But the thing I loved him in was the Warlock movies. I fucking loved the Warlock movies as a kid, man. Like those in the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, that was one of my ghosts. It was like Freddy Krueger and Warlock were my two favorite series. Oh, well, and Hellraiser.
Yeah, so rest in peace, Julian Sands. Yeah.
Julian Sands, sorry it ended that way for you, man. You have a good in the next part of life. Let's go to another piece of completely disturbing, fucked up news because I just
you can't get away from
this
it.
one yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't do it, so might as well throw it out there. The #1 TV sitcom dad of all time has been now getting sued by not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, but 9. Count them. Bill Cosby is now being sued by 9 more women in Nevada for alleged decades-old sexual assaults.
Man.
Yay. Burn in hell, you fucker.
Yeah, everyone loved Mr. Huxtable. You can't do anymore. You can't do anymore. Bill, what the fuck is your problem? Like,
I don't know. This one came out yesterday, so I think maybe you don't know this one yet, but maybe you do. Your favorite director of all time is announcing his next movie is going to be a contemporary Western that takes place during the pandemic.
Who's my favorite director, according to you?
Really? Who's your favorite director?
Paul Thomas Anderson.
No.
What?
You don't have a Paul Thomas Anderson tattoo.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Are you saying Ari Aster? Or are you saying?
Yeah, Ari Aster's next film will be a contemporary Western that takes place during the pandemic.
I don't have an Ari Aster tattoo, but I have David Eggers tattoo. But I don't know, man. Like I kind of was happy to see movies that weren't set in the pandemic. But we'll see what happens.
He's like, I can't believe A24 is so stupid to let me make all these movies.
Yeah, so he's like,
isn't that hilarious?
He said that.
He did.
Yeah, I believe it because Bill is Afraid is a wild fucking movie. I'll watch it again. But fuck, man, he's like, they gave me this much money. You know what I mean? I made a PS monster with that movie.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be what he goes. There's a period of time I thought Midsummer would be the debut feature, and there was a period when I thought another script called Eddington might be the first movie. For like 5 years, I was trying to get the Western noir dark assembly comedy going. That won't be the next one, but this is what he said in a Reddit AMA. And so literally he's giving descriptions, here and there, just little hints of what it's going to be. So
I can't wait.
Yeah, dude. I everything the guy throws out fucking's money.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's you're like, what the fuck he's gonna make now after Beau's Afraid? You're like, what is that? What's gonna happen?
Yeah, he'll make money. That's what he'll do. Everybody's favorite app game, Among Us, an animated series, is now being based on the mega popular video game, and works at CBS Studios. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess You knew this was gonna happen.
Did you see Among Us? Did you play that game?
Oh yeah,
I was
still
shit
play it,
at, man.
It's
I
one of my
was super
favorites.
shitty at it, so I was like, never mind. I was
Dude, you just got to go around and kill people and hide in the freaking vents. It's
okay.
not that difficult.
Alright.
But literally, you knew this was gonna happen,
Mhm.
just like with comic books and everything like that. Like as soon as one hit,
Yeah.
people were gonna start buying them off
But
like red
in
light.
that
And then you got Last of Us that hit. You got freaking Uncharted that actually did pretty
yeah, they're gonna
good. The
make a
last
second one. Yeah.
Tombstone
And
or Tomb Raider did pretty good. Mortal Kombat did pretty good. So I mean, like now that they have these hit video game movies,
I mean, Among Us really popularized the term sus. You know what I mean?
dude, you're sus.
Maybe.
Jensen Ackles. Do you know Jensen Ackles?
Yeah, I know Jensen Ackles.
Who is he?
Tell me. Tell the audience.
He's one of the brothers from Supernatural.
Mm.
You would know him
Yeah.
from? I can't remember what
People,
brother.
people really love that Supernatural, man. Really love that show.
They love that shit, man. He wants to be Batman for the Brave and Bold for James Gunn's new run.
I mean, don't we have like 3 Batmans? I think we're
Dude, we got so many Batmans. We'll talk about that a little
okay.
bit. Yeah. Let's see here. I'm sorry. I didn't get all the news up while you were talking earlier, and so
Oh,
therefore
sorry,
I
Niels.
blamed silence.
No, but I mean, you only have one arm. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm going half speed here, bro.
Yeah.
I'm going half speed, and it's all your fault.
Sorry, man.
You know what you did.
I know I did.
You know what you did.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you did.
I did
Tell me
it
what
all.
you did.
I did it all. Oh, I
Did you do it all for the nookie? Is that what you're about to say? I love
I'm
you.
really
All
forward.
right.
After this, I'm ordering pizza. I'm gonna say,
Leave it on the doorstep and get the hell out of here.
that's what I'm gonna do. Leave it all day.
All right. I got like 3 more stories to pop up, and I can go through all these really quick.
Okay.
You can take this time out if you want.
Yeah, I probably will. Yeah, no worries.
It's cool. All right, here we go. Let's run down these. Live action Minecraft movie start filming in August.
Whatever.
What the
Yeah,
hell?
whatever.
What are you gonna do? I mean, is everybody gonna be blocked? How is it a live action?
I don't know, man.
Are they gonna just like? Is it gonna be a bunch of people grabbing bricks and building horses?
It's
I don't know. Whatever.
It's the same way they turned like Battleship into a movie. like
Oh my god, that was so bad. Let's not talk. All right, let's move on. Sonic 3 will start filming in August as well.
They had a dance scene
So
in that one
hey,
too?
a third Sonic the Hedgehog, which we all knew was happening.
Yeah, are they gonna do another
the-
dance scene for children? That's the one that bothered me. The
Man.
second part of the movie so much. They had a dance sequence, and I'm like, we might as well be watching a fucking Minions movie. Like, why is this on here?
There's a new show going to come out called Totally Killer, which brings time travel to the slasher horror movie genre. Yeah, buddy. So Totally Killer will hail from a collaboration between Blumhouse and Amazon and bring the slasher movie to a new timeline of travel. It's an upcoming time-traveling slasher film directed by Nakita Khan, who previously filmed Always Be My Maybe and Ali Wong Dong Hong. And let's see, the story vision is exciting. Cast the story come to life. Where is that film? Okay, here it is. The film follows Jamie, whose mom, Pam, is terrorized by the resurgence of the Sweet 16 Killer, a mass mania that slaughtered a group of teenagers in the 80s. With the help of a friend, Amalia, she travels back to 87 and teams up with the teen version of her mom to try and stop the killer.
Speaking of, it sounds cool. I'll definitely watch it. By the
Yeah, right?
Speaking of Ali Wong, have you been watching Beef?
What's Beef?
It's a show. It's It's an insane show on Netflix. You have to watch it.
What's that?
It's a Steven Yeun. It's got Ali Wong, and you have to watch this show. It's like a comedy drama. It's like every episode 30 minutes. There's like 10 of them. You have to watch Beef.
What is it about?
It takes like it's a road rage. It starts out as a road rage thing, like sort of Ali Wong and Steven Yeun are basically road rages each other, and then they try to get back at each other in real life. It is fucking insane.
Oh yes. I have seen
Yeah.
that. Yes, I have
Yeah,
seen
it's
that.
10 episodes. Me and my wife have been going through it after Ted Lasso left us, and so yeah,
It's called Beef.
yeah, Beef,
right?
yeah, on Netflix.
Okay, I'll probably watch it again with my
Yeah.
wife since we're just going through content like a motherfucker right now. Blue Beetle director confirms it is part of the new James Gunn DC universe.
Oh, so we'll be to see how he does it. Yeah.
Yes, that'll be the first movie that really kind of opens it up. Besides Aquaman, which he's been still making a bunch of changes.
Oh, so he was able to put his hand in Aquaman too to see it.
Yep.
So is Amber Heard gonna be in it?
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway,
moving on. Yeah.
John Wick Chapter 4 will have a director's cut. So that's awesome. So I can't wait to see that. Speaking from the director, Chad Stahelski, whatever you say.
The Sunman, yeah.
Stella Ski. He goes, I've been working on an extended cut, which it's almost finished. I think there's at least 15 to 20 minutes that we put back in.
Well, we'll watch that. It's another. I mean, but
yeah, no shit.
Chapter 5 is gonna happen apparently. So
yeah, your face is turned in. Dwayne Johnson's Fast and the Furious movie. We find out the name.
What's it called?
It's Fast and the Furious presents Hobbs and Reyes.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you know who Reyes is?
Is it Jason Momoa?
Yeah, buddy. We get a Dwayne Johnson versus Jason Momoa.
Oh man. I mean, like, you like them both. So
I mean, you can't.
It's
besides,
it's been a while since
besides Dwayne almost fucking up the entire DCU.
I forgot Black Adam used to do. I forgot Black Adam.
Which he did. He did.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, you right?
I was laughing and I swallowed water at the wrong time. All right. Oh man.
Sorry. You got a mute button over there, right? Oh, there you hit mute now. Yeah, Neil's trying to cough it all up. Drink it up, Al. Drink it up. Ooh, yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready?
What was that?
I will fuck you.
Marvel is set to bring what if stories of Loki, Scarlet Witch, Spider-Man, and more to new adult book series. Marvel has done many what if comic book stories, but now they're bringing some unlikely characters in a series of novels, starting with Loki.
Will you read that?
I mean, yeah, if I get a chance,
sure.
I'd be more happy to read.
Hey guys, just you publishers are listening, send a whole box of that shit to Neil. He'll read it, and we'll talk about it a little bit.
Send us that shit.
Yeah.
Paddington 3 just added Olivia Colman.
Man, I gotta watch those movies. Everyone talks about how great they are. You know?
I know, dude. I guess we gotta do a Paddington episode
Yeah.
where we just watch all three.
Maybe we should do it like we know this happening. We'll say this week we're talking Paddington only, and we'll make an episode where we don't curse. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll figure it out. I'm wondering how long. Usually, the last couple episodes I've been editing, I've been timing how long it is before we say an F word or like a curse word that's not okay, And
yeah, fucking
but it's been average about 3 or 4 minutes into the episode before I want to say words that would make it rated R. So usually it's because I go,
I will fuck you.
Like right early in the episode, so I can't do that. So
Chris Hemsworth's Extraction franchise is getting a fan favorite character spinoff.
Who are they doing with the spinoff? I'm curious on that.
Nick,
they're doing one for Nick.
His partner.
Nick Khan, yeah. Okay, so she's getting her own spinoff. Okay,
right.
I'll watch that
all day long. All day long. Celine Dion's Titanic song, My Heart Will Go On, has hit #1 again after the huge submarine tragedy that happened of the Titanic.
Dude, people are really making jokes about this, but imagine you just spent $250,000 to use that tank, and you didn't get to see it, I mean,
Die.
yeah, you'd be
die.
you'd be crushed.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
all these jokes have really sunk society into new low. So, yeah.
Wes Anderson's next movie is going to be a dark espionage tale with Binac. Del Toro.
Oh, Benicio del Toro. Yeah.
Benicio, thank you, Benicio del Toro, in every shot of the movie.
Well, dude, I guess
is what he says.
Okay.
He says, my next feature film will be a Leonard with Del Toro in every shot. I can't tell you much more than I expect that it will be about espionage, a father-daughter relationship, and let's say with a rather dark tone.
I can see it in my head already. Like I know what to expect from a Wes Anderson movie, and you know it's for some people, not for some people. It's for me though. I'll watch it all day.
You know what's for me? Ben Affleck will be reprising one of his most iconic superhero roles in an upcoming superhero movie. That's right. He's going to be turning as Daredevil
I forgot about that.
in Deadpool 3.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
Really, they're doing this sort of thing where we can just bring these people back because we opened up the multiverse. Like that's what
we open it all up. Bring them all back.
Yeah.
Bring everybody back.
Let's get those memory berries going hard. Here's a bowl of them.
Mortal Kombat 2 has started recording in the last couple weeks, and one picture was posted on the good old Instagram, and Twitter. It's on Twitter. My bad. And all it did was have a seat with a name across it.
Johnny Cage.
Baraka.
Baraka. Yeah.
Baraka.
Yeah.
Baraka. We don't know who's playing Baraka. They won't tell you who's playing Baraka. Baraka is now going to be in Mortal Kombat.
That was probably one of my favorite characters in the game because he had those spikes in his arm, kind of like.
Oh, dude, he was like Wolverine mixed with a bat.
Yeah.
It was like he was amazing.
Baraka was the shit. Yeah.
Dude, Chadwick Boseman is to receive a post-human star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Fucking rest in peace, dude.
Yeah, rest in peace, Chadwick. You're amazing. I'm glad people will see your name. Maybe they can rip out that one where Donald Trump's is.
Oh yeah, he does have one there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, people have done so many decoratives.
When Biden and Trump were running, Matt saw my brother was like, "Oh, it's TV man against old guy."
If you don't want to wait for the Barbie Dreamhouse movie, you can go rent the Barbie Dreamhouse. It is now available to rent on Airbnb. Now, I was trying to look it up, and I could not find it. It said it was there, but it's Barbie's Malibu Dreamhouse, so it's in Malibu. And they got these pictures of it, but still I couldn't find one. It just says, this summer, it's Ken's turn to take hosting to a spin. That's right. Barbie's Malibu Dreamhouse is backed by popular demand on Airbnb.
Let me ask you a question.
And it says Malibu Dreamhouse, but it did not give me an address. I looked it up. I tried to get it.
Real question. Are you excited for that movie like I am?
Dude, I'm so
like after seeing it, like the sort of humor, like I'll beat you off. I was like, oh, this is my type of movie. Yeah, so me and Neil, we're gonna be watching that and Oppenheimer. So get ready for that.
Oh, so easily. All right, all these last ones are pretty good. All right, Evan Peters, who we all know, who played Dahmer, Jeffrey Dahmer in the
Netflix series.
in the latest series. He is now joining the cast of Tron 3. With Jared Leto, and he is going to be playing the villain. We don't know who the villain is, of course, yet because it's a Disney thing. But we'll know when it comes out. Yeah, but Evan Peters is going to be the villain. John Krasinski and Ryan Reynolds will be teaming up for a fantasy comedy called If. The fantasy comedy created as a gift for his John wants this comedy created for his kids, so that's why he went and got
John Krasinski.
Ryan Reynolds.
John Krasinski.
Yes.
Oh, Jim from The Office.
Jim.
Yeah.
Yes. He said, "If is a movie that I made for my kids because I don't think they're allowed to see Quiet Place."
That's fair.
Emily calls it PG-40 instead of 13. You'll get to see it when you're 40. So I'm making a movie with Ryan Reynolds so they can be happy.
That's sweet, right?
That's all. Donald Glover is now confirmed to return, and the film will start filming again as of next summer. That's right. Community the movie will start with Donald Glover added starting next summer.
Is that when it comes out when they're filming it? Because I know
That's when they're filming.
they're writer's strike. Fuck. Please do something. Do something, execs. Pay them more.
Jason Blum from Blumhouse Productions has stated that Spawn will be releasing in the summer of 2025. So that is yet another movie that is now on the board for all of us to look out for.
Yep.
Several major studios will not be showing up to the San Diego Comic-Con this year. So if you want to go to a Comic-Con for actual comics, this is your year.
Yeah.
Because theaters like Marvel Studios, Warner Brothers, Universal, Disney, and Netflix have all dropped out of the San Diego
because of
Comic-Con.
WGA stuff, right? Like they can't do anything.
All the above,
Yep.
yep. And so they will not be attending this year. So if you want to go to the Comic-Con for comics,
Oh, this year,
this would be the year.
Yeah, if you like comic books like Neil. Yeah.
But if you wanted to see all the goodies, this one I don't know how to take. According to Michael Keaton, they're in talks that if The Flash does well, that there'll be a Batman Beyond movie starring Michael Keaton as old Batman.
Just so you guys know, I don't know if you know this, the Flash has not been doing well. It did worse than Black Adam, and Black Adam's a much shittier movie than this one. Just spoiler.
We'll talk about that in a moment. Barbie has sequels on the way already. They're already in talks. So Barbie's already.
Okay.
They're like, yeah, this is good. This movie's good.
I'm cautiously optimistic that Barbie's the shit, but it could be not the shit. It could be awful.
And last but not least, Chris, we finally have them. James Gunn has thrown down the gauntlet. We have Superman and Lois Lane.
Okay, who's Superman?
And here they are.
Oh, you're gonna show them to me. Oh, they're great.
Yeah.
They're cute.
Yes. So that is David Cornsweet and Rachel Bronson. Rachel's known for, of course, the marvelous Miss Maisel. David, I don't know what the heck he's known for. I know the girly girls like him.
Well, the thing is, like, if you get someone to play Superman, it can't be someone super famous. This is going to be their role that defines them, you know? And so if
yeah, I mean, well, I don't know, man, because in the next movie we're about to talk about, somebody played Superman in that one. And, oh, he was in Pearl.
Oh, he was in Pearl, wasn't he? Yeah, he was the projectionist. He was that guy that,
yeah.
He was the guy that, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the guy that freaked out. Got freaked out by he got freaked out by
We Own the City miniseries. Let's see what we got here. The Politician, House of Cards. Okay, he was in that. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, there's our Superman and our Lois Lane. So that's it. Let's get to your favorite part, talking a comic book movie with Neil. That was The Movies Don't Suck and Some of Them Do new segment. I told Chris a bunch of stuff. He liked it, or if he doesn't, he's going to hell.
All right, we're talking The Flash finally. Neil's super excited to talk about this. So The Flash. It's directed by Andy Muschietti. Andy Muschietti? Yeah, directed Mama. You remember Mama?
Mama.
Yeah, It. He directed that. He directed It Chapter 2, and now finally The Flash movie, which has been in development hell for like, I don't know, 15 years.
Yeah, 15 years. I think. Yeah,
This stars
2007.
This stars Ezra Miller is Barry Allen.
Are you?
I'm so sorry I'm so late. I didn't mean to be so late. I'm me and I'm here and I'm so sorry I'm late.
Sorry. This stars also Sasha Cow as Cora LL, or as most people know her, Supergirl.
Sorry that took so long. I couldn't find cilantro.
I'm sorry, I didn't get to her
Sorry
voice.
that took
That's
so
the
long.
mom.
I couldn't find cilantro.
There we go. She's in. And also, this has stars Michael Shannon as General Zod.
Look at this.
All right, Michael Keaton as fucking Bruce Wayne.
Let me tell you about this guy I know, Jack.
Also, Ron Livingston as Henry Allen. You guys know Ron Livingston. He plays the main character in Office Space. Remember that? He wants to
Oh yeah, I know exactly.
two
who he
girls at the
was
same
as soon as I
time,
saw
maybe.
him.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I forgot. Maribel Verdú is Nora Allen. Kirsten Clemens is the beautiful Iris West. And I don't want to give anyone else away because it does. There's all these people that you don't want to talk about until we have a spoiler section, which we're talking about after we talk about the movie.
Which we will talk about at the end of this film talk. We will talk all about the stuff
right now
and the people
and the
thing.
You want to do the storyline real quick? It's a good one. It's a good one.
Barry Allen is struck by a bolt of lightning, and thus an extraordinary power is born inside him, the Speed Force. When he uses this power to run back in time to save his mother, he creates a world without heroes, and General Zod has returned. To defeat him, his only hope rests in the hands of a retired Batman, another Barry, and an imprisoned Kryptonian.
So, you and I've seen a bunch of superhero movies, right? We saw the last.
I would argue that I've seen them.
Yeah,
all.
you'll see them all probably.
If I would argue, if I have not seen it, it's in a foreign language I don't understand.
You've seen Meteor Man, right? Meteor Man.
I've seen Meteor Man.
This is not Meteor Man. This is the Flash. It is better than Black Adam. It is better than the last Shazam movie. This is a good fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good movie.
This is a great freaking movie. I don't know if it's Ezra Miller that killed it for everybody.
Okay, yeah, let's get this out of the way. We'll get to that real quick. This movie is performing poorly at the box office, well below expectations, and DC is scrambling to find out why. It could be Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
No one likes Ezra Miller because of the shit they've done.
Well, they also leaked it online. Someone leaked it on Twitter.
Oh, yeah?
The entire movie.
Oh, the whole thing?
Yeah, the whole thing.
So, real quick.
As of like a week ago or something.
So,
like
Ezra
that.
Miller is a shitty person. They've done all kinds of awful shit.
He's going through some help. So
real quick.
We've all been shitty
real
people
quick,
in our lives.
they go by them, they, because they're non-binary. So we'll try our best to use the pronouns they prefer. So them, they.
Yeah.
So they've gone through some shit. They're probably, I would imagine that if I were them, I'd feel regretful for the things I've done.
Yeah. And so they're trying really, really hard.
They've been out of the news. They've probably just been at home.
I don't know if they are. I don't know if they really are or not, but that's what everybody says in Hollywood.
So if I were them, I'd just be staying at home eating Cheetos. I mean, I'd do that anyway. But this movie is performing poorly, but I saw it in theaters. I found it delightful. I found this is a fun movie.
Oh, dude. I've seen this movie twice now. And literally it is, I love it. I absolutely love it. It was a comic book movie.
Yeah, it was a comic book movie.
You know? And to be honest, at this time, okay, if 5 years ago, even 5 years ago, okay, maybe 8 years ago, but like literally, if you would have put out the same exact movie where it has all the multiverses and all that stuff, people would have been like, I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
This is also the funniest movie in all the DC universe, right? The funniest one, I think.
Oh, it is one of the funniest. I
really loved the two Barry Allens. Like that was perfect.
Because this is what makes the thing about the two Barry Allens is the fact that like at the beginning of the movie you're like, hey, Barry's he talks a lot. He's kind of stupid or whatever. But then when he meets the other Barry, it like all automatically makes him grow up, and now he's a responsible adult. And you're like, oh shit. So the guy who I just thought like 5 minutes ago was a complete doofus is now the smart guy in the combo.
And this movie also sort of cements that the best Batman is Michael Keaton. Like honestly, like
for
yeah,
sure,
yeah,
we all
yeah,
got it
like
now. Thank you, Michael Keaton. I wish Batgirl would have came out. I wish Batgirl would have came out so we could have seen that and this.
I
And
can't believe
because
that's
he was in
I
that.
can't believe that's locked away somewhere. We can't see it. Yeah, you think maybe someday it's locked away in the Warner Bros. Vault somewhere with the Animaniacs. They've probably seen it, but we haven't.
Just release it as an elsewhere thing, man, an Elseworld thing. Like, you know, that's what James Gunn said. He says there's going to be stories that are going to be Elseworld that you know will not be part of their
Batgirl Elseworld.
Yeah, make Batgirl an Elseworld one. You know, like I'm there for it. I'll anytime Michael Keaton does anything, I'm there for it.
He
bro.
was good last year. Like he's 71. He still looks fantastic for being 71. I think he was better than he ever has, really. And you know, after Birdman, he came back and did like back in the public consciousness. But honestly, man, I thought he was great in The Protege.
Yeah,
he was kind of.
He did a great. He was a good leader. He did I don't know what I can really say here. He went from being a crazy person to being the leader, like really good in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Keaton as Batman, I guess I could say that.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck popped up, of course, at the beginning. As we all know, again, these are all in the trailer. This ain't any spoiler talk yet, but and he did a great part in the movie. And like each person did exactly what they were supposed to. This was a good representation of taking the DCU, which kind of fucked it all up for a while. Let's just be honest. They've been kind of fucking it all up. And it was a good way to be like, hey, all these universes exist. All of them. They made reference to everybody in every universe without spoiling where,
we'll get to that.
Whatever. But we'll get to that. But they literally made reference to everybody, and they said, "Hey, look, it's still our universe, bro. And then we're gonna try, and we're gonna try to make this universe work."
This is probably the best DC movie, like you know, of this iteration of the DCU. Like it's it's a fun movie. I don't really like the DC movies. They've been always kind of like blah for me, but I really enjoyed myself watching this.
They always take themselves too serious.
Yeah, and this is not.
That's the problem. And the thing is, DC was never serious. Marvel was the serious one. Marvel was the one with the teenager that had problems that couldn't even pay enough money for rent, and not the billionaire that dressed up like a bat. You know, like. You know,
yeah,
they didn't have much backstory to DC back in the day. It was more criminal of the week or bad guy.
Here are the things I didn't like about this, and this is also the thing I liked about it too. This is kind of hard to describe. There are a lot of memory barriers. This movie is all about memory barriers. So they prey on your nostalgia, which I like and don't like. You know what I mean? Like I like it because it's fun. Who doesn't like nostalgia? But then again, I don't want nostalgia. I don't want that to cloud what I'm watching here. But they also had some really creative parts. They incorporate legends that you've heard about other movies. They incorporate they go back and forth, and it's a fun movie. It's a fun movie, and you're gonna like watching it. It's getting hate because I think of the black cloud surrounding Ezra Miller. I don't think Ezra Miller can do anything but be Barry Allen from now on, probably. But I'm a little sad that it didn't make the money it probably should have made, right?
Yeah, because right now it's standing at like 300 million, and it's literally the movie cost with the amount of
500
marketing
million, right?
they put behind it about 450 million is what they said.
And
so it's like they got to make at least like 50 million above to make it worthy. But again, also a leak got out. Half the country did lose power. The weekend it came out. So right now, more people are more like, hey, maybe I should cut down the trees in my yard and not go see movies.
I'm kind of interested to see how it does this coming weekend, July 4th. Like a lot of us will be seeing Indiana Jones, me included. I'll be seeing it Sunday.
But it's has to get the runoff.
Yeah, it does, right?
It has to get the runoff because if you don't get to see Indy, you're gonna go want to see like a superhero
You
movie.
want to see something?
And what else?
Yeah, you want to see.
What else is at the
I
theater
guess
right now?
the Elemental's already been released. I haven't seen it yet, which I'll eventually see it. But dude, with you being gone for a week and then you're hurting, you're in pain. I don't know when we'll get to Elemental. We have to though, because it's a Pixar film, but that's also underperforming. I don't.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen to the fucking movie theaters? I mean, I don't know. We're AMC A-list members, whatever. But like, it's The Flash deserves more than what it's getting. It's a fun movie. It's probably
I think, and it's good because I really think they're cleaning out the closet.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, now guess what? Anything can happen. We're gonna open up the doors to our anything can happen, like how Marvel did, and that's what's gonna reset this and actually create the universe that they're going to go forward with.
I do want to talk about some of the screen story written by Jonathan Francis Daly. He's known for comedy. Yeah. Also, they poached him from Spider-Man: Homecoming because he wrote and Game Night, which has.
Then he do Dungeons and Dragons
or
he did
and Horrible Bosses. Yeah. John Francis Daly, the little kid in Freaks and Geeks. So that's his writing partner. Also worked for Game Night and Dungeons and Dragons Waiting. We'll talk a little bit about Christina Hodson, who did the screenplay, which I'm really great to see a woman write in the main role for writing this. She's done things like Birds of Prey, which is fantastic.
Right.
Bumblebee, which was fantastic. So they really got some really good minds on this one. And adding John Francis Daly and Jonathan Goldstein is perfect because they write comedy. And this movie has a lot of funny parts to it. So I don't think this deserves the flack it's getting. I think more people should
I really don't either, because again, what I think is like the characters are good. What they did is great. They didn't copy the exact story from Flashpoint Paradox, which is what the storyline is that they all said, or what this is all based off of. But it is really good. I think it's exactly what this. Sorry,
you
just move a little bit. Huh?
Yeah, and I think people who also don't watch comic movies, they've had an ass full of them. So it's also possible just superhero fatigue. Like a lot of them,
at this point,
a lot of people are like, how many superheroes am I supposed to fucking care about? Because for years it was Batman and Superman. That's what it was for years. And now there's fucking everything. And I can understand that. I can understand feeling the fatigue from how many superheroes you're supposed to care about. But for people like Neil, they could keep going. bring them all up. And so,
has anybody heard of Mr. Miracle yet?
Yes.
Go grab him. Hey, where's Darkseid in the Apocalypse?
And so,
hey, can you go grab more shit that Jack Kirby
yeah,
made?
so it could be just the
Oh my gosh. Dude, there was a Stan Lee thing the other day. I watched a documentary.
I heard about
on
this. I
HBO.
definitely heard about this.
Yeah.
And
there's a scene in it where I woke up, and it just so happened it was like after I just woke up out of pain medicine coma, and literally it was him and Jack Kirby yelling, like not yelling, but raising their voices at each other, and it was like the beginning of their breakup. I cried like a baby, man. I was just sitting there like, that's Jack Kirby and Stan Lee yelling at each other. It's like two daddies fighting.
Okay.
Don't, daddy, don't go away.
Real quick, let's talk about the technical aspects of this movie. The CGI is great. The action's great.
The CGI is great. The back screens are great. The vehicles that Batman has, like all the Batmans and all the things, everything going on in this. There is a costume that I actually do want the action figure of, and I think you all know I think you know exactly which one I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
But it's a costume that got a little changed, and I like it, and I would really like to get that.
And real quick, hi Timothy Johnson. That's all I know.
Oh yeah, it was like an hour ago. I saw.
I don't know if you're still watching, but hi.
Yeah, no, he's
okay,
not.
all right, but yeah, man, the Flash is not getting a flag. It's getting again, it's not my favorite movie of all time, but it's definitely not the worst. I enjoyed myself watching this, and I talked a lot. I saw it with a friend, and the friend and I we saw another one of his friends there just coincidentally. And so after the movie, we stood outside sweating our balls off talk to him about the movie.
I hate when people do that, where you like run into them and they're just like, and it's like, yeah, you can obviously see that I need to go that way, right?
Dude, so like recently, I'm bald now, and so sweat doesn't collect and hair just rolls down my down my face, and so everyone,
you need to wear hats.
yeah, everyone's seen me. They're like, "Are you fucking okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine," but at least I'm dying because of all the sweat that's collecting. But yeah, man, the Flash.
All right, well, let's get our things, and then we'll go to the spoiler section.
Okay.
All right, so
well, yeah, I'm on
my number.
Yeah, what's your score on this?
Go
one?
ahead.
What's your score on this one?
Yeah, my score on this one is man, I really liked it, and I don't give a shit what anybody says. I'm gonna give it a 4.4.
Okay.
Man, I fucking love this. I love this movie. I've already watched it 2 times. I will watch it again. I will watch it 100 times. This will be the movie that replaces like fucking like Avengers Infinity Wars for me, like in the background noise.
Okay.
I will love watching this forever and ever. Amen.
Okay. My score on this is 3.9. I thought it was a fun movie. It's not deserving the flag all it gets. Again, I'm one of those dudes. I'm not a superhero guy, so I'm not gonna go deep into this, but it's a fun movie, dude. And if you guys like any superhero movies, you like this one. It's got Michael Keaton in it. like he plays,
and Ben Affleck.
Yeah, it's not a cameo role. He's fucking Batman in this movie.
Yeah. I mean, not just him, but Ben Affleck too.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
yeah. So,
and not only that, but you get the classic blue and gray outfit at one point. And I was so excited to see the Neil Adams Batman. Oh my god.
Okay, so on RottenTomatoes.com, what is the audience score for The Flash?
Oh man, please say it's an 81.
It's 84.
Nice.
So,
okay, cool.
The audience says Flash has enough heart, humor, and action, not to mention fun cameos, to make up for any drawbacks. Okay, so what is the Beanbag Mean critic score for The Flash? Was the critic score for The Flash?
The critic score is going to be something stupid like 62.
64. You're close.
Oh my god!
Critics' consensus is The Flash is funny, fittingly fast-paced, and overall ranks as one of the best DC movies in recent years. So 64. I'm gonna read a good review and a bad review. Is that good?
Yeah, go for it.
So this is from let me find a good one. This is from Robert Roten of Laramie Moviescope. He says it's a complicated story, but makes sense within its own space. Hope that Ezra Miller continues to play the Flash. He's a fine actor, or they're a fine actor. If you don't think so, just check out the performance and the perks of being a wallflower sometime. So they're praising Ezra Morris's performance. And this is a not so good one from Jake Wilson of The Gauge in Australia. Keaton, like the character he's playing, has had several decades to think about what being Batman really mean. And his particularly complicated presence has a gravity without what it strives for but seldom achieves. That kind of seems like a good movie, but they're really praising Michael Keaton in that one. But
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton's great in this. He's probably my favorite part of the movie, honestly. Anyway,
I mean, Michael Keaton's the best about every movie that he's in.
So, guys, we're next week we're talking about Asteroid City, and we're talking about
how hard it is, or
no hard feelings. If you guys,
I thought it was how hard it is.
If you want to hear Neil talk about spoilers and all kinds of shit that's in this movie, leave now. But I'm gonna play the outro. So
we're gonna do some spoilers, buddies, because believe me, I know all about these mofo's and all the people involved.
Guys, I'm so happy to be back. By the way, I'm so. Dude, I didn't know what to do with myself. I really didn't. I was like, I guess there's no fucking podcast this week.
All right. Let's play that outro. All right, so the first thing we got to talk about, let's just be honest, it's the thing that we all were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that just happened. And it's the only, we all finally got confirmed that the Flash is a virgin.
Oh, okay, that's not what I was thinking about.
I know exactly what you're thinking. It was the one that I literally gasped when I was like,
was it?
"Oh
Was
shit!"
it George Clooney? Was it George
Oh
Clooney?
no, Dell, hell no,
Oh,
no.
was it Nicolas Cage?
Oh, hell yeah. It
So
was the Tim Burton originally directed, and then another director came over and took it over after Kevin Smith wrote it, and
yeah,
Nicolas Cage was a part of the
yeah,
spider fighting the large spider, which
yeah.
that the new director took and used for the Wild Wild
Yeah,
West.
yeah. I was about to say that. Thank you, because I knew that too. And it's crazy because there are screen tests of Nicolas Cage in the fucking Superman outfit.
Yeah.
And apparently he came out and did to a soundstage and did the motion capture for that one, which I would have loved to see that movie. I would have loved to see it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I would love to see it. I mean, more likely it would have been.
Okay, you're fair.
It probably would have been the best, but at least we got to see it.
Yeah.
You know, we got to see it, and that was the fun part of it. Also, of course, yes, the George Clooney's Batman at the end. Oh my God.
So how they? I mean, how they gonna? He's not gonna be in the next ones. It's just, I don't know, man.
Are we even going to be in that universe? Are we part of that universe?
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
now it showed all the infinite universes.
there's 1,000 universes. So we're going back to Earth, whatever ours is.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it just matters what James Gunn wants to do there. Literally, it opened the door for him to completely reset the entire universe.
And that's probably why he kept it. You know, like all these other things. By the way, I don't know if you like my Paul Bearer shirt that I got at the show yesterday.
Ooh.
Yeah, but you like them and they're heavy.
Yeah, they have Undertaker shirts too that have the Paul Bearer symbol on. I've seen them before.
Fine.
All right, so some of the right off the back, we get the Son of Falcone. That's when Ben Affleck is going after at the beginning scene when Barry's like, I don't want to do this. Who's not busy? Just like Spider-Man did in No Way Home.
Oh yeah, and by the way, guys, Wonder Woman shows up for a second too.
That's
you can do that. Fine.
You just want to jump.
I'll go mute. I'll go mute.
You want to literally? That's my next statement.
I'll go make a sandwich.
Wonder Woman returns. Batman gets a last minute save from Wonder Woman, who catches the hero with the lasso of truth.
By the way, I've never seen the lasso of truth used that funnily or effectively.
Yeah, it's my favorite part of it. Like, I love the Justice League where Aquaman was sitting on it and he was just running down everything, and it's like, yeah, oh, you're so good looking now. Like, you know, like
he's becoming creepy right away.
It's like the first time you see Henry Cavill, which you don't quite see his face, but Clark is going against a volcano right when Barry was asking the question of, is all these people, you know, who can help us,
all the things they should have done. By the way, they were talking about Eric Stoltz and Back to the Future. I wanted to see that, at least a screenshot of that. I would have loved that, but they didn't do it, man.
Well, since you're jumping the gun, let's get right to that part. 80s icons that were different in the movie as of The Flash. One was Eric Stoltz, who was the first person to actually play Marty McFly before he got fired like 3 weeks into filming.
I think they have like
Michael
one
J. Fox
screenshot
replaced
of it,
him.
right? I think there's one screenshot on the internet of him in the Marty McFly outfit.
There's whole sequences, especially if you got the special. I have the DVD still, the special edition DVDs with where they have the whole sequences of
We need to
everything.
do that together. We need to get
He filmed the high school scene. He filmed the mansion scene. He filmed the parking lot scene.
Next time we get together, we'll
I'll have to dig it out of the attic. But anyway, let's continue because there's a lot to cover.
All right, man. All right.
And you're just getting stuck on one thing here and there. Anyway,
I missed you, pal. I missed you.
Yeah, I know. I love you too, man. Michael J. Fox is now playing in the lead in Footloose. Kevin Bacon was then talked about being Maverick in Top Gun. All this is what made Barry realize the universe was broken. Iron Heights was mentioned. That's where Barry's father is. That is literally one of the most famous prisons in all of DC. Everybody's been there, from Captain Cole to the Trickster, who's voiced by Mark Hamill.
Ooh.
Didn't know, or played by Mark Hamill in the original Flash 1990 TV series.
Oh, you have that, don't you?
Yeah, somewhere.
Okay. All right.
Grayson's was the name of the building across from Barry's apartment, like Dick Grayson, Nightwing. Yep.
Yeah.
This movie obviously is part of the Snyder Cut universe.
Oh yeah, everyone. Yeah, I've heard a lot about that. I've heard a lot about that. All the nerds were like, "This is Cyber's alive." Like
yeah. Because 2 scenes that only appeared in Snyder's version are referenced in the film. One was Iris West being saved by the Flash, being hit by a car, and the second one happens while Barry is talking to Bruce outside of his apartment. He mentions traveling back in time briefly during a climax of the Snyder film, which he did. Yep. Bag o' Tricks. Barry, when he goes to Michael Keaton's Batcave, younger Barry finds a small velvet bag that starts laughing at him. That is the bag from the breast jacket of Jack Nicholson's Joker in '89 Batman when he dies to his bloody death.
I bet you jizzed all over yourself when you saw that too.
Oh, I jizzed my pants a lot. Jeff Johns and Adam Kubert's comic book crossover Flashpoint, which this is based off, which saw Barry travel back in time to stop his mother's murder, serves as the main source material for this movie. Supergirl, though, was not in there. In fact, originally, it was Superman, and this is what he looked like. Poop, poop. Come on.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Because they found him. He crashed into the universe, and when he crashed, they're like, "Oh, you're an alien. You know what we do with aliens?
We lock them up.
We locked them up and never let them see the sunlight. So he was a beanpole."
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't think I didn't do the other one movies, but yeah. Flashpoint Paradox was like one of the best Flash comic series ever.
Read them,
it
right?
was recent. It's what made the New 52. Like
you read those, right?
I think I have most of them, if not all.
Yeah.
Crisis on Infinity Earths. While the inside the Speed Force, the space that exists in between time, the two Barrys see the worlds of the multiverse. That's based off of a 1985 comic called Crisis on Infinity Earths. So you got Flashpoint, which is 2011, which is the comic books. So they're combining these two major comic books. Faces of the Multiverse, we saw Adam West Batman, Christopher Reeves Batman, Christopher Reeves Superman, George Reeves Superman, Helen Slater Supergirl, Black and White Reeves Superman also featured a cameo from Jay Garrett, which resembled Teddy Shears, who played him. The fake version of Garrett on the CW's The Flash. The villain Zoom, Nicolas Cage also appears, of course. And all the above. And of course, you hear the Danny Elfman music throughout the movie. You hear the John Waters movie. You hear all that music, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're just like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you were. You're just still swimming in your own goo at this moment.
Oh, dude, like see, I even like that they did the. Where is that? No, not there. Where is it at? That's where Wonder Woman cuts off Aquaman's wife's head in the original.
I thought you were saying she's gonna cut off something else.
Where's it at? I thought I had it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, they're in the comic. It actually shows that Batman actually did the same thing where he electrocuted Barry with all the chemicals next to him to give him back the Speed Force. Merman, you know who they're talking about. And even I love that Thomas Curry popped up for a little bit. No. Let's Go Nuts. Of course, you know where we got that from.
Yeah. It's just great. I mean, I'm sure you're excited to see that, but that was shown in the commercial.
Yeah. And the action scenes were obviously based from the Zack Snyder action scenes. You know, where they're using their kind of, you know, because it could look like Batman versus Superman action. You know, when it was looking at, like, you know, when Michael Keaton went through and was attacking all the Russian soldiers and stuff like that. It really reminded me of that warehouse scene in Batman versus Superman. DC's big stab at the Marvel timeline. Did you see that?
No, tell me about it.
Didn't you see it in the movie where Michael Keaton when he's all crazy in the long hair, he puts the 2 pieces of spaghetti. He goes, "You probably saw some movie that said the
Oh,
timeline anchors
yeah.
off like this." He goes, "That's not how it is." And he puts all the wet spaghetti in the bowl. He goes, "It would just be kind of looping on each other with certain intersections. It would just be a
Yeah.
big mess. It wouldn't be branching off like that."
I wanted spaghetti after seeing that scene, but I was like, I want some spaghetti.
Barry Allen's reference, of course, to the Emperor because he has the blue kinetic lightning and not the yellow
Mhm.
controlled. Also, there was a cameo from Andy Mas. How do you say his last name?
A machete?
Massetti. Yeah. He was the guy that Barry stole the hot dog from.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, man, I mean, they did really close. And then the biggest one for me, here you go. I did it just for you.
Give it to me.
Here's all the bat suits that Michael Keaton owns and what version they are.
Oh, this would be really great for people who are doing the audio version. Not to cut this part out.
So, if you watch The Flash, the movie, the main one in the middle is his Flash suit that he uses. The one on the side with the 2 handguns is your 2 bat suit. Then you have the classic blue and gray bat suit. You have the 89 bat suit next to that. The 92 Batman Returns, an underwater bat suit of sorts, and a desert bat suit. All
okay.
So that is what all those bat suits were that were in that nice.
What's your favorite bat suit that in any of them, in any of the movies?
You know, for the longest time, it was always 89.
Yeah, 89 Batman's great.
Great. But Ben Affleck just gave me blue and gray with the classic bat across the chest instead of the little yellow symbol. And I gotta say, that made me very, very happy. I didn't know how happy I was gonna be seeing the live action.
Pattinson's bat suit?
Huh?
What about Pattinson's bat suit? Robert Pattinson.
Huh?
What about his suit? Robert Pattinson?
Oh, that's a good suit, but I mean, like,
Okay, but-
it's. I mean, and even if at any time they ever get this blue and gray in the back right here, like, there's the original blue and gray right there. That's the Neil Adams suit.
You know what I've noticed, by the way? None of them have bat nipples.
Oh, what? You're right. None of them have bat nipples. But yeah, that's pretty much my that's all the Easter eggs I kind of found. Again, I am kind of out of it, so there could be a lot
Neil's
more
kind
that
of
I
fucked
missed.
up right
And
now.
there's
This movie's 2 hours and 24 minutes, so get ready for that. It's a long one.
and there is just a lot of good scenes, a lot of good crossovers. Seriously, guys, this is a fun movie. This is not one
It's entertaining for sure.
Yeah.
It's a fun movie.
I loved it. I liked it because I like it when comic book movies feel like comic book movies.
Well, this
And I
is
don't want
the
them.
comic book
I don't
movies
want them to
movie
be
called-
like realistic. I don't want them to be realistic. I don't want to see a realistic comic book movie. You know?
Oh, you don't want to be like in a world where everything's shitty. Like now, you want to be in a world where things get fixed by justice.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You know, I want things to work. And I don't know. It was a good movie. I liked it. That's the end of the spoiler section.
Okay.
Chris, what are we doing next week?
Next week we do No Hard Feelings and Asteroid City, which I know both movies you've been excited about. 'cause
Yeah,
you loved-
I want to. Yeah, I mean, I like seeing movies that are good.
Yeah, and then week after that is when we'll finally get to Dial of Destiny, Indiana
We'll
Jones.
get to Indiana Jones
We're-
because then I'll be more able to hop along
Yeah, see-
places.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, yeah, that's true. You can find Solid Movies on sub.net or w2mnet.com. W2 as in Mary.net.com. Find us there along with a bunch of other cool podcasts. Mark Radowich is our friend. I think he's going to join us in a future episode pretty soon, right?
I
Yeah.
think I think the next episode because then you want to
Yeah,
do
next episode.
Yeah, then you want to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
how it happens. Whatever?
Yeah, I'll message him. I'll
Yeah,
take
we'll
care of
figure it out, guys.
Yeah.
Like we always do.
Also, we're also Facebook.com /Movies Don't Suck. We're at MTS Podcast at Twitter and Instagram at MTS Podcast. We're also on Patreon. Patreon.com /Movies Don't Suck. You'll find us there. If you guys are watching us on YouTube, go and subscribe. Watch the Facebook and like that page. Which I imagine if you're watching us, you like the page, right?
Yeah.
If you guys want merch with like shirts, which I always love shirts being bought from us, we We're handsome men.
Mhm.
We're on one
We
of the
got we
shirts.
got some beautiful pictures out there.
Go moves on go on fire concerts news on Suck and Something to Do. And wherever you find podcasts, you can find movies on Suck and Something to Do. Neil, what do we do for small businesses?
If you have a small business, let us know. Give us that information. Send it over to us right away. We'll be more than happy to listen to it, take a listen to it, and put it out there for our thousands of listeners or millions of followers to advertise your business free of charge. So send us some information anywhere Chris just mentioned.
Yeah. All right, guys. You good?
I'm good. Let's get out of here. That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name's Neil.
No, Chris.
Remember, guys, no matter how hard it is to get that extraction out, go in there and take some Midol and it'll get out in a flash. Have a good day. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Again, I am slightly under the weather. I probably won't remember this episode ever happening.
Yeah. Can't win them all.
Can't win them all, but I tried, and I tried to do as much as I could with the information I had. Well, there's more information I really wanted to give out, but it was like
You're tired.
I was just like, man, I don't know if I even want to talk about this shit anymore. So